Hi everyone, I'm Amanda at the Vermillion Public Library, and I am here with your December Teen Take and Make Kit. We're doing 3D snowflakes, and kits are available first come first serve at our curbside pickup. I'm going to walk you through the instructions. There's also instructions in all the kits. I'm going to show you a little bit about what's in the kit and then what else you might need, and then we'll get started with the instructions. So inside the kit you'll find a template, and this helps kind of visualize what we're doing. It also can be an extra snowflake if you'd like to cut these squares out and use them. But we have 3 sets of squares. We have 6 squares that are 3 inches by 3 inches, perfect square. These are paper clipped together, and your colors might be different than mine. We have a set of squares that are 3.5 inches by 3.5 inches. There's 6 of these paper clipped together. And then we have 4 inches by 4 inches, and these are paper clips. Each paper clipped pack is 6 pieces, and that's what you need to make 1 snowflake. So this kit will make 3 snowflakes of various sizes. So I'm going to make the biggest size for a sample today. So you have these 3 sets of squares. You have the template, you have some instructions, you have some yarn in case you want to hang it afterwards, and you also, from home, will need some glue. You can use a glue stick or a liquid glue, or you can use clear tape if you'd rather. You might find a stapler helpful. You can grab one of those if you'd like. You will need scissors, and then having a pencil or a pen handy will help in one of the steps. So this is a sample. This is the biggest one. This is the medium size one. And this is the small one. So very pretty. They look complicated, but they're really pretty simple. It's just a couple steps and assembling them all at the end. So I'm going to change the camera view for you to get a better look at how to put these together. You can make your own. The nice thing about videos is you can pause them anytime you'd like if you want to rewatch a part, or if I'm going too fast and you need to catch up. So I'll go ahead and switch the camera angles and we'll get started. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to, like I said, use the biggest size, and you will also need scissors and glue or tape. And then also having a pencil or a pen handy will help in one of the steps. So I'm going to start by taking one of the 6 pieces of this size and folding it corner to corner. And then you're going to fold it corner to corner one more time. Makes a triangle size. Now you will see a long side and 2 short sides. We're going to cut on the short side, and the cuts are going to run along the long side. So I'll show you. We're going to cut 3 equally spaced slits. So I'm going to start by cutting the middle one. It makes it easier to make sure they're evenly spaced. So I'm going to cut across. Make sure you don't cut all the way through. So I have that kind of equally spaced. Now I'm going to make one here, my second one, and that's going to be longer because it's along the longer edge. And then I'm going to cut the last slit, which will be shorter because it's on the shortest part of the triangle. So now when you open it up, you'll see the slits there. So this is when we're going to start gluing. Our first step is to take these middle 2 flaps, and we're going to glue or tape them together like that. So this is the part that is helpful to have the pencil handy. So I'm going to take, and you can use a glue stick or a dot of liquid glue. I'm going to take and add some glue right here. And I'm going to fold this over, kind of pinch it together for a minute, give that glue a little bit of time to set. And then you can slide the pencil out. So now I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to repeat that step with the innermost flaps now on this side. So we're going to fold these this way. And you'll see some of the paper you get might be all one color, some might have a pattern on one side and white on the other, and that kind of gives it a different effect. It's kind of fun to see the differences. So I'm going to add some glue here, just like I did the first step. I'm going to fold it over. Pinch it together, give it a second to set. Okay. And then I'm going to flip it over again to the first side I started with. This was the innermost one. And now I'm going to do this set. So you always fold in the innermost set, but we're alternating sides. So now I'm going to add some glue here. Pinch it together. Or like I said, if you'd prefer to tape it together right there, you can do that if you have some clear tape. Okay, and now I'm going to flip it over again, so each time you flip it, and then I'm going to tape this, or glue this. Okay, so there you have it. This is the very first section of our 3D snowflake of the biggest size. So like I said, you have 6 pieces or 6 squares in each size. So this is one. I'm going to do that exact same thing with each of the other 5 pieces of this shape. So I'll walk you through it with the second one again so you can see it really well. And then I might fast forward and skip to the part that we connect them all. So again, we're going to fold it, like I said, in half, corner to corner. And we're going to fold it in half again, corner to corner. So this is the long side, this is the folded side. We're going to cut 3 evenly spaced slits. This is the longest one. Here's the middle one. And here's the shortest one. Okay, so there's our 3 slits. We're going to open it up. And then we're going to start gluing. So again, I'm going to start by gluing the innermost flaps. And for this one, I'm going to use the pencil. You can just use your fingers, whatever works best for you. We're going to pinch it together. Let that glue set, slide it out. So we have that first one. Now we're going to flip it. And now our new innermost flaps we're going to glue. There we go. Then we're going to flip it. Glue these flaps here. There we go, and flip it, and then do the last step. Okay, so you'll see we have 2 pieces here of our snowflake. We have 4 more to do. I'm going to get those other 4 done. You can pause the video here and work on your snowflake pieces, or you can back up if you want to see how I did that again. Go ahead and do that. But otherwise, I'll come back to you here in just a minute with all of our finished 6 pieces and show you how to put the snowflake together. Okay, so we have all 6 pieces done. Here they are. So we're going to start assembling them. I'm going to turn them so they're all the same. So this middle part I'm going to have on the left side. Do you see? I'm going to do that with all of them so I know they're the same. And you're going to connect them at this point and this point at each one. So I'm going to take 2 and attach them right here and right here. So now you can do this with a stapler or you can do it with glue. I'm going to do it with glue. So I'm going to put some glue here, some glue here, and then I'm going to push those together and put the ends together. And you're going to do that with all 6 pieces going around. So Now you're going to add glue to this one. There we go. So you'll see it's starting to come together there. I'm going to keep adding the glue at this point on the outside of each. There we go. Okay, and then we have one left. Oops, that one's popping out here. Let's just add a little more glue and push that back together. And like I said, if you feel like your glue is not holding and it's easier for you to staple, you can do that. Just make sure you get the staple in the right spot. And it can be tricky sometimes to staple just because there's a lot of pieces of paper in there that you'll have to maneuver around to get the stapler in there. So you can try both ways if you want and see what works best. So on this last piece, I'm going to add glue to both sides. So I'm going to glue it the bottom and on both sides of it. Stretch it out a little bit. It's having some trouble staying together. So this is where it might be helpful to staple if you feel like it's not sticking together in one piece. But okay, so here we have it. This is the snowflake that's finished using the largest squares we provided, which was 4 inches by 4 inches. You can make more at home using the squares we provided. That will make smaller ones. You can make more using paper you have at home of any color. Just make sure your squares, you have 6 squares of all the same size and it should work just fine. So we hope you have fun making these snowflakes and decorating your house a little bit with them or your room. If you have pictures you want to share, we'd love to see them. Go ahead and reply to this video and share some pictures of your snowflakes and have fun. Bye.